Hello, everyone. Welcome to Things Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professionalism. For today's items only, the investment we're going to talk today will be Ethereum ETH. First, I want to say happy Sunday, everybody. Hope a great weekend, by the way. With respect to recording time of 8:39 a.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum can trade $4,081, down about 0.41% so far. On the overall crypto market, as you can see clearly on the left side of the chart, it's collectively kind of leaning more towards the bearish side of the spectrum, with the key coins just kind of trading on a sideways fashion, flat around like 0.42% for Ethereum, while at the same time, Bitcoin's down close to about 1%, while the altcoin side of the world are a little bit more prominently, bearish, obviously because of the price sensitivity level that they demand would typically be lower, which subsequently translate into a lower, price entry level that will translate into a higher volatility level, if you may, right? And on the overall crypto market news front, I would say this morning is not that substantive. I guess it's still Sunday morning. We're still waiting for the publication side of the world to wake up. So we'll see how that goes. So let's just take a look at it real quick on a chronological perspective. So the first one's on Cointelegraph about 3 hours ago. Bitcoin risked lowest weekly close in 2 months, but Bitcoin buyers stock up at $53,000. So with respect to Bitcoin, let's just take a look at the the mother of drag lord, if you may. I don't even know if that makes any sense, what I just said right there. So at the moment right now, we're basically touching closely to the resistance level that we identified, the 52,750, right? And the reason this is touching is because that's the next consolidation level that we've identified. So we basically not even like $1,000 away. So the technical is coming true, and this is something that we've been expecting. As we get there, we will be below 35 on our RSI scale with the 38.56 right now. So the dip is coming. I like this level, and I am bullish on Bitcoin. So I might actually start buying as well. Just as we fall back to more of a normal level, we are at a relatively, good zone for us to incur logical risk right now. So definitely, think about buying or reserve some cash for yourself. If you believe in Bitcoin, in Ethereum in a long-term proposition perspective. And next one's on Cointelegraph again. This news is related to Bitcoin again. So this is related to the U.S. Bitcoin ETF. It obviously, have some correlations to the Australian ETF approval. But with respect to some of the regulatory dynamics, the Australian government has released a publication recently saying that they still need to have some sort of revisions and some sort of infrastructural improvement upon some of the privacy and compliance concerns that they've been having. So something that's still work in progress, but we're working on it one step at a time, knowing the fact that this technology with respect to crypto assets is still at a relatively how would you say, nascent level of adoption right now. So obviously, as we further learn about the proposition on a technological level, the regulatory level will subsequently combine, and then subsequently, as we merge all of the, both on the utilization front, the technological front, and compliance / regulatory fronts, with these three pillars, it will, subsequently build upon a substantive proposition that we look for. That will be a big part of our financial system, but also a big part of our commerce / day-to-day going forward, right? And then the next one's on Cointelegraph again, 6 hours ago, talk about the Bitcoin AUM, asset under management, falls by 9.5% to record largest monthly pullback. So this is talk about the technicals again, right? A lot of news, even though it's talk about Ethereum, is talk about Bitcoin, but I guess it makes sense because of the correlation effect. Right now it's basically, doing what it's supposed to be doing, right? It's a technical exercise that is coming into fruition, not because we are collectively clairvoyant or we have a predictive ability. It's just that it is coming true because of whatever goes up really fast comes down just as fast, right? So right now you could see almost like we're matching. We're making like an M for Maurice. No, that makes no sense. No, this is just like a not M for Maurice. That's even more absurd for me to even say something like that. It's what is happening right now is just matching with the momentum that we were having before, right? If you look at this, the escalator that we've been forming, we kind of hover. We have this one-time whale pump, and then subsequently slide back down. So what I foresee is happening is going to be relatively comparable in comparisons to the historical trends, right? So we'll see how that goes ultimately. And then the next one is another decrypt news around the technicals. Talk about Bitcoin sinks to 53,500 while Ethereum falls below 4,000. Yeah, it's something that we are observing collectively, so I'm not sure why they reminding us over and over again. So let's just go into the technicals now, because all of these news are just really talking about what's already been happening. So these are not really news, these are just like reminders, if you may. So with respect to Ethereum, down about 0.52% at the 45 out of 70. So we still have some room to fall down to. So ideally, dollar cost average anywhere from the 3,850 to the 3,475, right? Bitcoin, the same thing. We would ideally dollar cost average the 52.7, like the 52,500 to the 47, or like the high 47,500, basically, right? I think within the frame of reference here will be very logical. But Bitcoin right now is not a terrible buy, actually, because we are at a relatively low level in terms of depletion. So I do like it. I do like Bitcoin right now in comparison to Ethereum. I think Ethereum has some room to fall down to, but Bitcoin is a buy right now. Dogecoin, we at the 1999 right now. We are very depleted, right? And let's see. So basically, we have two options, right? It's either we break the current level of the 1950 to the next level of the 1826, right? And I think because of the fact that we are very depleted at the 34 right now, Dogecoin is a buy right now. And I think this is relatively overreacted. And as we get down to below to the 30, we gotta bounce back relatively fast. So Dogecoin is a buy right now. Cardano is at the 150, so it means the technical is coming true. It's at the 145. Which is the next level of consolidation. And I think 145 is the dip. So Cardano is a buy right now. We're very, very oversold at the 26 right now. So Cardano is a buy based on my, obviously, not financial advice. I'm just saying, I'm just talking to myself, literally. Solana is down about 4%. Again, right at the 133 to 113 is still the dip. XRP, did break the 93, so we're below that right now, so we're heading to 88, which we got there, and I know some really smart people actually bought at the 88 cents. We are at the 33 on an hour size scale, so that means 88 was the dip. I don't foresee us to go down any further because we are at the bottom already, so XRP is a buy. Polkadot right now, we are in the buying zone right now, 33 to 25. Algorand is at the 42, so ideally 160 to 152. Shiba Inu, we gotta keep waiting until it come back down. We're still at the 41, so ideally dollar cost at the 2,800 to the 900. I think 2,800 is where I would start incurring risk around. So respective level, these are levels I've identified to dollar cost average at. As we talked about through the technical analysis collectively so far, we are touching a lot of these levels already, right? So I think the buying opportunity is here. And this is something that we've been waiting for, right? Again, remember, like, I think weeks ago or days ago, I've been talking about that we need to replenish the monetary incentive in a circulatory perspective, and I think that's what's happening right now. We are, we need to have some sort of like a correction, not really correction, but just like trimming on the normalization front. As we trim, it will re-incentivize the whale to come back in, and that will sustain the rally. So technically, we are slowly consolidating, forming new platforms to consolidate as we further build upon the consolidation. So it's like building a building, right, with more foundational support, right? So hopefully this is helpful. Really appreciate you for dropping by again. Hope you guys have a great rest of the Sunday, and stay tuned for some. Take care.